Worries over the rate of violence in the Kogi and Bayelsa elections as the Senate is planning to introduce a bill to address election and post-election violence in the country, while the House of Reps is to investigate the circumstances surrounding the violence during the elections. And some eminent Nigerians are speaking up against the proposed hate speech bill. Legal icon Chief Babalola described the legislation as a descent to dictatorship in the country, while Governor of Ondo State Akeredolu says he will never support such a bill. Hello everyone and welcome to the program. This is Politics Today, live on Channels Television. I'm Sean Kimalaya, Channels Television's global headquarters in Lagos. Well, the debate has been very intense since the first time Senator Shabi Abdullahi presented the hate speech bill on the floor of the Senate and the National Assembly. Today, legal luminary Chief Babalola says the proposed bill on hate speech being considered by the Senate is an attempt at dictatorship. The legal icon believes citizens and journalists are not doing enough to challenge dictatorial tendencies by leaders in Nigeria.
It's going to pass a bill on hate speech. How many of you have gone out to criticize this? That is the beginning of dictatorship anywhere. There are enough laws on libel, defamation, and falsehood by anybody. So I do not see the need for a special law forbidding somebody from publishing falsehood. There's no need for it, because we have sufficient laws.
So he's not the only one speaking up on this matter. He's so much against it. Another person that is against it is the governor of Ondo State, Mr. Akeredolu, who was once a president of the Nigerian Bar Association. He says he has opposed the issues of death penalty when he was president of the bar, and he will not support any effort aimed at killing any Nigerian, even for the issue of hate speech. Take a listen to him.
As president of the bar, I stood up to condemn capital punishment. I will now be a turncoat if I become governor and I say they should be killing people. That's and you now sit down in the legislature and start saying you have law for capital punishment for hate speech. How? Hate speech. Why won't there be hate speech? People are agitated even without knowing what they are saying. Some just go to, or what do you call this thing they do? Most of you are there, whether it's WhatsApp and all this new media. They just go there it's their out of anger. They say so many things, cook up stories, they are never right. But must you kill them? I don't believe so.
Well, the sponsor of the bill had said they will be considering amending of the bill the clause on death penalty. It's going to be an interesting conversation going forward. Let's take a pause now and check out some other political stories that you are interested in, but we will not be discussing tonight on our political roundup.
The president has met with the Prime Minister of the Netherlands, who is visiting the country to discuss ways of deepening bilateral relations with Nigeria. The two leaders, as well as delegations from both countries, are expected to hold consultations and business roundtable. Over 60 political parties are insisting that the security operatives compromised in the governorship elections in Kogi and Bayelsa states. Addressing a news conference on behalf of the political parties, the chairman of Action Alliance, Barrister Kenneth Odeze, explains that ruling All Progressives Congress and the main opposition party, the People's Democratic Party, are culpable for violence that trailed the elections. Barrister Odeze, who is the chairman of the forum, is asking the president to investigate the elections in both states that were largely marred by activities of political thugs, and is asking the federal government to order an investigation into the situation.
We condemn particularly and in a very strong term the involvement of Nigerian army in the election. It does not speak well of Nigerian army to have its personnel shown in viral videos aiding political talks to hijack ballot boxes. The federal government should set up inquiry into the circumstances that led to overrunning of 35,000 policemen by a motley crowd of political thugs.
A lawmaker in the House of Representatives, Honorable Dachung Bagos, is assuring Nigerians that the proposed hate speech bill, which is currently before the Senate, will be shut down in the House of Representatives when transmitted for concurrence. Representative Bagos laments that the bill seeks to breach the fundamental rights of Nigerians as guaranteed by the Constitution, and the country does not require such draconian laws in the 21st century, as there are existing laws that address the issues raised in the proposed bill.
I and my constituents will not be a part to nor grant consent to any proposed legislation that will compromise nor subvert the fundamental rights and justiciable rights of citizens as enshrined in Chapter 6 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999.